Do I need a business license for direct sales? So in the video, I'm going to talk about whether you need one or not, and more importantly, the corporate structure, the entity structure, and the tax advantages if you do it the way I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I'm going to give you a big gift at the end. How do you build a rockin' database that if for some reason this direct sales company goes away, which 82% do, how can you still thrive? Let's begin. So 3 things that I'm going to talk about specifically are what do you need to get started in direct sales, like very specifically, including how do you build that database and when do you actually sell what to a client. Number 2, the corporate structure, the entity tax structure, that's absolutely necessary. And then 3rd is some compensation. How does the compensation models work? Do you need funding? Do you need extra capital? Let's begin. So let's just answer the SEO that you came here for, right? You came for, do you need a business license? And it's no. Direct sales companies intentionally do not make you do that. They handle that for you. What's interesting about direct sales company is you're essentially a sales rep. So to do it, if you want to play the whole corporate strategy that I teach, you need to be at least an LLC. Now, if you're in California, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, probably an S Corp's better. Again, I have a very professional team that can tell you what you should be. But being inside of an entity allows you to make corporate income, which allows you to then activate 81,000 pages of tax code. So if you're employed, which is typically how people start, they're employed and they want to make extra money, so they join a direct sales company. It's either you love the product, the lotion or potion, you love the thing. And I am a huge fan, by the way. I have owned direct sales companies. I'm not an owner of one today, but I have owned them. I have sold them. I have taken them across the world. And I'm in a variety of them right now. I love them. So let's just make sure we know that I'm not speaking from a negative place of this. I love it. I think some of the industry norms are way off, like way off. Number 1, they don't teach you to be an entity. They don't teach you to have your own company. If you're going to do this, do it right. Because if you travel to their events and you're still a sole proprietor, you only get a write-off part of that travel. You don't get to write off all of it. You don't get to write off your cell phone, your computer, your home office. Like all those things make it more challenging unless you are a company. So at the end of my video, I'm going to give you an application where you can actually check the box and say, I want to talk to your corporate expert to find out what kind of company I should be. So number 1, you don't need a business license, but you should get incorporated so you can activate the tax strategies. Now let's talk about how direct sales actually happens for those that are successful. They actually build their own database. They do not send somebody that you meet off the streets or on an ad to the back office of the XYZ direct sales company. Why? It makes no sense. It's their database then. You can't actually text them. You can't email them. And here's a myth. They'll say, yeah, but we can do it for you. Under their stock and block communication, they aren't going to customize for you. You can't send a video to your back office, downline grid. So I want you to front face, right, as you, the expert. So if you're in a wellness company, you're going to be Jane Doe, right, expert in wellness. And they're going to come to you. You're going to have a front-facing video on your website. You're going to talk about what you love and why you're passionate and why you're the person, the expert in wellness. And then you're going to offer these products that are probably direct sales products. Now, number 1, any coaching or consulting or extra consultations you put on top of that product or service or the wellness products, all that money's yours. You don't have to share that. And you have to wait to be paid. So the challenge that I have with direct sales is you have to wait to be paid, sometimes a month, before you actually can get the money. So what do you do in the meantime? So you're going to add some consulting and coaching. So you front face your database, people opt in, they're going to get a free gift. We can do all this for you, by the way, so don't freak out over there going, oh my gosh, I don't know how to set this up. I have a whole team will set it all up for you. So you're going to have a front-facing website. It's going to have a couple different options of different kinds of reports. Then you're going to sell them one product. Here's where I differ from go build a downline. Why build a downline of a whole bunch of people who aren't even using the product? Like that's just common sense. So I want you to get them on one product, 10, 20, low ticket product. Then I want you to move them into a monthly package. If someone's willing to stay for 90 to 120 days on a monthly package, and most direct sales packages are anywhere between $80 to $150 a month. If they're willing to make that commitment, stay and use the products, then invite them into your downline. Otherwise, you're going to have holes in your downline all over. People will join and quit, join and quit, join and quit, which is probably why a lot of you get frustrated being in direct sales. You're not building right. So build a retail product, then a monthly product, then move them into leadership. Do it all front facing. You're the expert. It's your database. And then when they're on the product, introduce them to the back office. So the back offices are great once they're on the product and then actually in the downline. If they just are a retail product buyer and they never are in the system, why send them to the back office to be confused, to be swept up into their database, where if they make it, they make it. But here's what I do know. If they don't make it, they're taking that database on and they're going to go start a new direct sales company. It happens all the time. 82% of direct sales companies don't make it, and they just turn their downlines onto another product. So I want to build you a sustainable business in direct sales. Here's an example I used with Mary Kay. They had a $25 lipstick, and they would do 2 lipsticks a day. That was the model. They would find 21 leads, people interested in the product. They would sell 2 lipsticks a day, which is $25 a day, so 25 each, so $50 a day, times 5 days. Would commit to doing it 5 days a week. That's $250. That's $1,000 a month. So minimum, they're a $12,000 a year business. But if they go through and they follow up with just the 2 lipsticks a day and say, now do you want the whole facial product, or do you want some different lotions or potions or whatever they sold? Now they move into $100 a month. Then they moved into a downline. I have so many Mary Kay women who became millionaires. I mean, huge. Same with Isogenics. Same with a lot of these companies where I've coached a lot of people to multimillionaire status doing direct sales. It is totally the right thing to do. Before I continue, I want you to subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I have a huge breadth of experience. I've been doing this for 25 plus years, and I am a millionaire in many industries. You can be a millionaire in many industries. Direct sales is one of them. Here's when you subscribe to my channel, I want you to click the notification buttons and share it with everybody that you want in your direct sales company to be in this conversation. So when you do your weekly meetings, you're all in the same financial conversation. You all get incorporated together. You all run together. You all be successful together. Huge difference than just joining and hoping it works out. Now, my last big ninja trick to tell you is how right now, never before has been this good, how direct sales beats inflation. And I have a whole campaign on beatinflation.com. And why? Because the compensation models have already been planned. They're already laid out. So layers of people get paid when a product gets sold. So for them to price increase, right? Take Tide, for example. Tide has gone up 10 cents 21 times in certain product stores. I know that because I have a client that actually worked for one of the big box stores, and they keep creeping it up 5 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents. If you look at 2 years ago, what you bought for a box of Tide or a jug of Tide versus today, you'll be stunned. You also look at the size. They're compressing the size so you feel better about the price, but it's less. Not in direct sales. So I have a direct sales company. I buy all my home good products. It's US made. It's all natural. And they haven't moved their price. They can't. It would have to. The entire infrastructure of their software would have to change. So if you want to price fix your spending, direct sales companies is the way to go. I'm in a wine company. I'm in a facial cream company. I'm in all sorts of CBD. I'm in tons of them. Now, they don't like that you cross-pollinate, but you know what? It's my database. I'm doing the work. I'm finding the people. I'm selling a bunch of products, and I'm price fixing so people don't have these inflationary problems that they have today. So it's huge. Nothing's going to beat inflation faster than direct sales. So join me, click in the link below, and I have my Beat Inflation videos right there. Join our team. We're building a massive team of people who just are tired of big box stores and not wanting to overspend because you don't need to. And then all that extra money you put to investing. So click on the link below, and then once you watch that video, we're going to follow that out with another conversation and another link that takes you to the Done For You marketing. Let us just handle that whole front side database, and it's not that expensive, and I expect you to make a lot of money. And then when we send you out for the direct marketing, I'm going to send you 2 tickets to my marketplace. So there's a lot of give in this one. I'm giving you Beat Inflation, Done For You marketing, and my marketplace because I want you to make money. And at some point, I'd love to see you quit your job. Take on your own financial security, and we'll talk tomorrow.